All right, so we're doing a testimonial here. We're doing it on Scott Whiteford. Hello, Scott. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing well, Josh. Thank you.
Awesome. Michael, so the first question I have is, I guess just state who you are, your company, and the position at your company.
Yeah, my name's Scott Whiteford. I work with Talent Plus Incorporated, which is a strength management company that works with organizations to select and develop their talent and build culture. My particular position is Director of Leadership Analytics. So I work with leaders through coaching, through team building, and then, of course, understanding how that impacts their organization and hopefully their careers as well.
Awesome. And why did you come to Command Your Brand?
Yeah. So we came to Command Your Brand to get our message out to other organizations that uh, might be desirous of using us for selection and development.
Awesome. And what was your experience with the onboarding process?
The onboarding process was outstanding. It was easy to follow. I thought it was thorough, which is important as well, because the our connections with the different podcasts has to be strong, has to be in sync. They have to want us, and we have to want to be on their shows. And I thought that alignment was really strong. And I think it was because of the onboarding, both the thoroughness, but also the availability. I
Hmm.
had an opportunity to work with Olivia, and she was very responsive. And then she walked me through the onboarding process, including answering all of the questions, so that she could make strong matches with podcasts.
Awesome. And what value did you receive in your onboarding?
What value did I receive?
Mm-hmm.
I thought the value was great. It put my mind into a situation where I understood what we were going to go after, what she was looking for in a podcast partner. And I felt very confident leaving that, and for that matter, the value was very strong because we had that. I knew that the matches would be good because of the onboarding and the value that I received from it.
Awesome. And how was your experience working with the PR team?
The PR team's been great. Again, very responsive. And
Mhm.
I can't under emphasize that as somebody who has worked with leaders, who's worked with organizations throughout my career. I've come to really appreciate the responsiveness, the thoroughness, the dedication to excellence that then sets me up for success
Mhm.
in these podcasts. I don't have to be thinking about other things outside of the podcast when I'm doing the podcast, and that's I think a real strong testament to the PR team and to your team in general.
Cool. And what results did the program create in your business or in the business you're in?
I think that the message has been strong. I think that the audience has reached out to me. They've clicked on our LinkedIn's, both mine and my organization, and then some of the metrics that Command Your Brand has provided us has also been beneficial as well.
Awesome. How did appearing on podcasts help your messaging?
Right. So I think that the podcast host represents hundreds, if not thousands, of people that have some of the same questions that he or she is asking.
Mm.
And so understanding what they're asking helps me facilitate my message in a more succinct way and relay that back to the organization. Here's what we're hearing out there and why it's important. So we're not off on some path that nobody really cares about.
Right. Right. That's amazing. Awesome. And then was there any show that really stood out to you that was like, oh my God, this is an amazing show?
I hate to sound like a too Pollyanna here, but I've really enjoyed all of the shows
Mhm.
that I've been on. And again, that's a testament to your team and to Olivia putting me on shows that fit what we're looking to discuss
Mm.
and answered their questions in a way I think that they were excited about. Uh, we always get those post podcast surveys,
Mhm.
and I haven't run into one where I thought, oh, this was a mismatch.
Yeah.
In fact, if I may, there was actually one podcast that canceled on me, or canceled on us, and the title and the messaging before we got on wasn't quite in line. And I think they realized it. And I was glad that they canceled, because I thought, are we going to be kind of forcing this in there?
Yeah.
So there isn't one that stands out more than the others. I think they've all been beneficial.
Awesome. And is there anything else you'd like to communicate in your experience working with Command Your Brands?
Just the ease of transaction, the ability to set me up for success. Like I said earlier, I didn't have to worry about extraneous things going on when I'm doing the podcast, because I know that everything is really being taken care of nicely. And that goes from the communication to the onboarding to working throughout the podcasts, because they're coming hot and fast and hot, and you just don't know which ones are released and which ones are coming up. And your team has done a great job of bringing that all together and making the experience really rewarding for me.
Awesome. And would you recommend Command Your Brands?
Yes, I would recommend. To use the Net Promoter Score, I would give it a 10.
Yeah.
And so I'm a promoter, and actually I have an opportunity to discuss Command Your Brand outside of our discussions with other professionals in my group as well. So definitely a promoter.
Awesome. Well, it was very cool having you. I think we really we enjoyed having you and doing the things that we did for you, you know?
I appreciate it, John.
Of course. Yeah.